So let's talk about donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? Today, you're not joining me for lunch, you're joining me for my coffee break. Got my Starbucks coffee cup. Found this on a job a few years ago. I love these cups. They're like virtually unstoppable. They don't leak no matter what. I actually think they're better than thermos and cups like that. They just seal so nice. I wouldn't say that they're as good as some of the higher end brands, as far as, I won't mention brands by name at this point, but you know what I'm talking about, cups that keep things cold or hot or whatever, but they are really indestructible. They don't come off. This one, I don't know if you can see, this one's like all gnarled right here and right here. That's from a couple of years ago. I had it on the bed of my pickup truck, my work truck, and I don't know what I was doing. I think I was clearing a lot or something that day, and a squirrel apparently got to it, and it chewed up the whole cap right here. I was trying to get to the coffee or whatever I had in there, and chewed a little bit on the side. It still works. No problems there. It's not leaking or anything, so I keep using it. But donuts, right? So I had to swing through Southampton, Massachusetts this morning, and there's a place called Bashista's Apple Orchard. Bashista's is a cute little farm stand. They used to grow apples, I guess, for commercial sale, and I guess they still do to some extent, but they make apple cider there, really good apple cider. It's all unpasteurized and stuff. It'll actually start to ferment within a few weeks if you don't drink it, so you know it's good stuff. But they also have a little bakery area. They have, you know, typical farm stand type stuff, honey and preserves. Occasionally they'll have like different kinds of fruit or something that they might grow on their farm. But they have a bakery area, and whenever I'm in the area I like to stop by and support the local farms. So they make cider donuts. Look at these. If you don't know what a cider donut is, it's a lot like a typical fried donut, but it has a ton of apple cider in the recipe. And this one happens to be cinnamon, has sugar in it, of course, too. They have different kinds. They have plain cider donuts, they have sugared, they have, I think they have a glazed, I don't know, but the cinnamon, what they call the plain cinnamon, which is cinnamon sugar, I think is by far the best. If I can get this bag open. You're probably wondering the cost. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. I got this and a half gallon of apple cider, and I think it was like $7. So I want to say the half gallon of cider was like $3. So it was probably around four and change for the 6 donuts. Now they're not as big as typical donuts too. That's what you'll also notice. That's part of the reason you're not paying as much. But look at that. Doesn't that just look lovely? See all the aeration in there from letting it rise. You get this real baked quality, even though it's a fried donut. They've obviously let it raise. They may have even partially baked it, I think, before frying. It's like an indescribable, particularly baked flavor. You get that apple flavor, almost like an apple pie, and then you get the cinnamon and powdered sugar coming through. I literally could eat a bag of these, and I have at times. A little bit crummy. Not crummy as in bad, but, you know, crumb producing. So you might think that's unusual if you've never had a donut quite consisting like this. You know, like obviously most of the donuts that you would get at like a Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, they're a predominantly fried donut, as in they don't really let them raise a whole lot. They just toss them in and they fry them hard. Or like Krispy Kreme. They glaze them so much that it almost becomes like glue. You're not going to find that in a donut like this. But yeah, well worth the trip to Bashista's Apple Orchard in Southampton, Massachusetts. They have apple picking in the fall. Go get a pie or get the cider donuts. They're by far some of the best cider donuts, at least around. There's other places I would go for fried donuts. I'm not gonna lie, if I wanted like a Boston cream or something like that. But I do love these cider donuts. They're real good. So, like I said, pop in if you're in the area or make a special trip or something. Nice little scenic drive if you happen to be driving through East Hampton, Southampton, Northampton, Massachusetts, those general areas. And I guess I'll see you for lunch or some other snack or break or drink or something later on. I might start doing some beverage reviews too, beers and things like that, as I indulge after work. But we'll see what happens later. Okay? And for now, we're signing off.